Good morning. It is the first day of August 2011. I hope you're having a good summer and I hope you have a great August. Here's what this video is about. A lot of my clients in dealing with banks and dealing with debt collectors and dealing with credit bureaus, in dealing with mortgage companies and dealing with all kinds of different people. Things are said during phone calls, and I believe that the representatives of the banks and the mortgage companies and the credit bureaus and the debt collectors say some pretty astounding things during phone calls, but then they never follow it up with a letter. So all you have is basically, from my point of view as a lawyer, all you have is a client's testimony about what was said during the phone call. And of course, the bank or the mortgage company or the credit card company, whatever, they roll in and they say, hey, we never said that, we never authorized anyone to say that, etc. Here, there are limitations on recording phone calls in California. You can't just willy-nilly record phone calls. I actually have entire sections of my website and blog devoted to the issue of recording phone calls. But I can tell you, in terms of recording phone calls, there is definitely a bright line rule about when you can record a phone call, and I'll tell you what it is. If they tell you that they're recording the phone call, then you can record the phone call. In short, if they're keeping a recording, you keep a recording. You get all these pre-recorded messages saying, for quality assurance purposes, we're going to be recording the phone call. That's usually what they say while you're on hold. Believe me, if you hear that and you're dealing in a situation where a bank, a credit card company, a mortgage company, a debt collector is messing around with you, is giving you trouble on a credit report, is giving you trouble with wrongful debt collection or anything like that, hey, if they're recording it, you record it. So what you need to do is you need to get some equipment. Go down to your local Radio Shack, go down to Fry's, speak to the people. Say you're in a situation where you need to do some, recording of some phone calls. Again, don't start recording every phone call out there because you could get into trouble. Under certain circumstances, it's against the law. Again, that's a whole another subject for which I've already covered in other video posts, other blogs, other sections of my SoCal Credit Damage website, and you're free to look at it. But if they say that they're recording the phone call, you can record the phone call, plain and simple. You call Visa and they say they're recording the phone call. They have some pre-recorded message. We're recording this phone call for quality assurance purposes, or we may be recording this phone call for quality assurance purposes. Hey, they've opened the door. You record the phone call. And you don't have to say to the representative when they finally pick up the phone, hey, I'm recording the phone call, because just don't say anything. Have your conversation. Be candid. Be polite. Be professional. Make sure that if that recorded phone call is ever played back in a court of law, that you're the one who's acting professionally and you're not the screaming Mimi who's using profanity and is acting like an idiot. You act professionally, you address the situation that you're trying to address, but if they're telling you that they're recording the phone call, you record the phone call. And I want to tell you in these cases, probably 7 or 8 times out of 10, when I deal with a case where the client has recorded a critical phone call, that critical phone call becomes the best evidence in the case. It becomes golden. And a lot of times when the bank or the credit bureau or the credit card company, the mortgage company, when they hear the recording and when they see you've got the recording, believe me, settlement talks begin, and they're often good settlement talks. So if they tell you they're recording the phone call, you record the phone call. Anyway, that's my message for the day. I hope you're having a great day and a great month, and I'll speak with you soon.